Hey traders, John Howell here. What a week it has been, hey? What a crazy week it's been in the markets, and it's been a really good week for me. I'm going to talk to you about a few. I'm just going to start off with some trades that I've done. I'm also going to share with you the stock market, the mining sector as well too. There's a bit of an update through there, but I also want to share with you guys that there's actually a few sectors that are actually not looking too good. Where it's actually really interesting. We're getting a lot of different dynamics. Some markets are looking good. Some stocks, some markets looks like they may be getting ready for a move on the downside. So let me get straight into that. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let me get straight into it. I want to share with you my personal trading, guys, what I've actually done this week myself. So for myself, guys, I've had, I think it was 2 trades on the stock market, 1 or 2 trades on the stock market. Or I just got out of the other trade today on the stock market. They were really small profits, nothing big, but just 2 small profits. This is my personal trading, but just two small profits on there, 1 or 2 small profits on that one there for this week here. And then also I had a couple of days ago, I had a trade on the futures markets, which did something like 3, 4, maybe a bit more, 100% return, 300 or 400% return on my risk on that trade, right? So if I had a $10,000 risk on that trade, I had a lot more than that, but if I had a $10,000 risk, then we're talking a $30,000 or $40,000 profit on that trade, and that lasted about an hour on that one particular trade there. So for my trading, guys, I've had 2 to 3 trades. The reason why that, because I know that I recently got out of a couple of small profits on the stock market, but I'm not sure whether that first one was this week or was last week. But I definitely know I got out of a trade today for a small profit on the stock market, but then also had a trade on one of the futures markets today, this week as well too. So really, the bottom line is, guys, I only had possibly maybe even 2 trades this week, 1 small profit on the stock market and 1 really good profit on the futures markets. And my win-loss ratio, guys, is well over, like, it's like 95% plus right now for the entire year. So I hope you guys are seeing right now that, and with your own personal trading and how you're personal trading these markets, I hope you can see, guys, that a lot of you guys, some of you guys that I'm seeing in the comment section below, is that you are approaching these markets from a non-strategical point of view of having some sort of rock solid plan. Whenever I'm entering these markets, guys, I have a simple pattern and a plan that I'm looking for. I'm going to give you an update here, right? So the Dow Jones, what's the Dow Jones doing? Oh, the Dow Jones is doing what? Oh, we're getting possibly still like this bit of a bull flag formation. Okay, cool. That's what the Dow Jones is doing. Okay, cool. Okay, right. So that's what the Dow Jones is doing. What about the S&P 500? The S&P 500 is actually starting to slowly break to the upside, right? So we still could be starting to see this thing continue move to the upside. We're definitely getting a lot of bullish moves through here on the S&P 500. You see what I just did there, right? I'm giving you a market update. But one thing is that for me, guys, is that I'm having a really good successful year this year, and I'm having a phenomenal trading career. But as you can see, I don't trade a lot. I'm looking at the stock market every single day, and I just got out of a trade today just for a small profit. I'm looking at the futures markets every single day, the 1-minute charts, 2-minute charts, 5-minute charts for a couple of hours at a time. And guess what? I've only had 1 trade that lasted an hour, but the rest of the time I was just watching the markets, waiting for what? My setup there. So if you're just trying to trade anything that makes money, that's not your foundations, which is modeling success, is totally incongruent there. And the only way for you to truly move forward is okay, what exactly are you after when it comes to a trading plan? Now, guys, that very first thing in the description there, click on that. You're not only going to get free access to the trading course, but the very first video, you're going to get access to a video that I recorded sharing with you all the details to actually what I look for. And so if you're struggling with the trading right now and you're losing a lot of money, which most of you guys are right now, and I'm seeing that because most of you guys are still short these markets as I speak, and you're still hoping that this is going to be some sort of a fake out now. It went from, a lot of you guys in the comment section last week or this week went from the market's not going to go up to, oh, it's just a fake out. It's just a fake out. as you can see, guys, right? Like if you were just trading based on, well, I think this market's going to go down, and not, well, this is a rock solid trading setup that I trade every single time. You can see how you're always going backwards with that there, and I don't want that for you, right? I want you guys to move forward. But if you continue to trade based off the news or based off what you think is going to happen, and not based off okay, when I'm entering the markets, this is the exact setup I'm looking for, and this is the exact entry I'm looking for. Makes sense? So the stock market, we talked about that for here, but look at this here, guys. This is where it gets really, really weird. We're still getting pretty much a bearish type of tone across this, across the Russell 2000, right? So remember I said that the good, bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly within these markets here. The good is the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and Nasdaq. They're looking pretty bullish. Russell 2000 is still possibly having a bearish tone to it. Now, we haven't actually broken below. We need to wait for a break below. But if we break below 170, the Russell 2000 is going to continue, is probably going to go down. And that sounds really weird, right? Because now we're like, which way is it going to break, right? Is it going to break? Like, which way is it going to go? And this way, like, how we need to approach these markets is that we do the analysis on the individual market, right? So if we're looking to trade the S&P 500, we do our analysis on the S&P 500 and we trade that. We don't say, well, the Dow Jones is doing, no, the S&P 500. Well, the dollar, no, S&P 500. Well, you know what I'm trying to say there? So that's what we want to do. We want to just try to focus on that there, because these markets, they're all doing their different things from there, right? So we just need to analyze the individual things. So we're seeing that from there. And even from, like, I was talking to some of my private clients today, the financial sector. Like, even the financial sector is still looking quite weak. Even though the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, they're broken out and they're starting to have some moves to the upside, the financial sector within the whole stock market is actually still looking quite weak. Like, we're getting this thing through here, and now we're just getting this overall sort of sideways movement through here. That's actually looking quite weak. If something happens with the financial sector and we get something like that, then expect to see something like this happening within the actual financial sector. Now, again, guys, that's the reason why, like, whenever you're trading, right, we trade based off the merits of that one market. So if I'm looking to trade the financial sector, I don't say, well, the Nasdaq's pretty bullish, so I'm not going to trade. I'm not going to go short the financial sector, right? To me, I'm always just, once again, and for you guys, right? When you enter the market today, are you using the exact same setup that you used yesterday and the day before and the day before and the day before and the day before? Are you using the next trading day? Are you going to use the exact same setup? That's the only way for you to move forward, is that you have a concrete plan of when you're getting in and when you're getting out. And it's the same thing every day. When I'm looking at the markets, guess what? It's the exact same thing every single day. It's not nothing new, right? I do a market update for you right now, and that's what I'm doing for you, right? And we can see that through there, and we can see, like, even like stuff like the mining sector, right? The mining sector right now is still getting a bit of a pullback, but we're probably gonna get a bit of a bounce here soon and start to see move up. You see what I just did there? We're getting a pullback here. That's market update analysis. Okay, we're probably going to get a bit of a bounce here soon and start to break out and start to have a nice move up. That's what the market is saying, right? That's what my analysis is telling me. That's what my opinion is of the markets. But do I just go? Do I now go longer than the GDXJ based off that? No, right? No. Why? Because it's not my plan that I trade, right? So there's a differences from. So if you guys that are watching these updates to try to get the next big short, right? The FOMO. I'm going to jump on the next big short or whatever. The thing is that you're always going to be behind, right? You're always going to be behind. So there's two different things here. Is that the only way for you to truly move forward in a long term is to have some sort of concrete plan of what you're actually using from there. So the mining sector is actually having a pullback here. We should start to see a bit of a breakout here coming soon. The GDXJ, same sort of thing. Look at this here. The GDXJ is only pulling back to around about the 50% Fibonacci level. And that's what we're seeing through there. So we should start to see a bit of a bounce here coming soon over the next couple of weeks, and then a move to the upside. Looking at gold as well too. Gold is actually, again, gold is really, really, really nice. Look at this here with gold. Right, look at this here with gold. So gold's actually had a move up, strong down, higher low, move up, pull down, strong higher low. We should start to get something like this out of gold, right? Something like this, and then something like that out of gold. And once we do that gold, then we should start to see gold start to have a really, really, really nice move up. But we're just in a bit of a pullback here, guys. This is not a complete change in trend. It's just a pullback in the overall big bull market from there. And the same for silver as well too, right? Big move up. We're getting a move down. There's a lot of support where we are right now with this whole silver market, but that's where we're seeing it. But that's where we're seeing it from there, from that perspective, from there, as in we're getting a bit of a pullback. And you can see here, right? We had this strong move up, higher low, move up, now pull back, and then away we go from there. So traders, the last thing I want to leave you with before I finish this video is I just really want to reiterate you guys, okay? If you are short the stock market right now because you think the GDP report, the recession, all that sort of stuff is going to send the market down, you are approaching these markets the wrong way. You're approaching it the wrong way. And you can keep losing money if you want to, but the way you move forward is, and as I've explained a few times in this video, is that I trade the same pattern every day. Every day I'm looking at the markets, I'm looking for the same pattern. And it's just one pattern. You want to learn that? Very first link in the description, click on that. The very first video, I teach you what the pattern I'm looking for. But because that's the only pattern I'm looking for, my question is, how is your week gone this week? All right. How is your year gone this year? I'm having a phenomenal, really, really, really good year this year, right? I've just talked about, I've had over 95% success rate. I'm coming off a one small profit trade on the stock market. I had an incredible 300-400% return on my risk. Okay, that's on my risk on the futures markets a couple of days ago, and which just gave me, made me a lot of money on that trade. But that's just adding it to my entire year. I've had only like maybe 2 or 3 losses this entire year. Out of the entire year, I've had maybe 3 losses in total for the entire year. That's including all my futures trades and also my stock market trades. And that's getting on close to now, possibly maybe close to 25 to 30 trades. 2 or 3 losses in there in total. The purpose of me telling you that is that, again, 25 to 30 trades and only 2 or 3 losses in there, 3 losses maximum. Guess what? Why is that? Because when I'm looking at the markets, whether it's the futures markets or the stock market, I'm just looking at the exact same. Okay, what I'm about to get into right now, is this the pattern that I like to trade that gives me a real high probability of making money? If the answer is no, but I'm going to go trade because I heard this video said the stock market's going to crash, so therefore I'm going to trade the markets. That's the wrong thing, right? I look at the stock market today. Was there any trades for me today? I run my scans. I look for my pattern. No pattern today. In fact, I just got out of a trade today. You see what I'm saying there? So this is the non-sexy thing to trading, right? Because people always want to have that oh, I want to get in now, right? It's like they want to get in so they can start to make some money now. And that's the thing that's really stopping you and really sort of causing you to go backwards within these markets, right? And I'm just telling you guys, like, I'm trying to help you, whether you agree with me or not. Like, if you ask any really successful trader who makes more than 7 figures a year, right? If you look at that approach, and you see any trader out there, what does anyone that does more than 7 figures a year in profits? Guess what they say? I have my trading set up, and I look for the markets, and I look through them. I look at the markets, and I show up at the markets every day, and I'm scanning and I'm looking for my trading setup. And some days some weeks I'm not going to have any trades because the market's just not presenting my trading setup. Then when my trading setup appears, I trade it, I make some money, and I continue moving forward. Right? And it's rinse, recycle, repeat from that process there. Some weeks you're going to be really active, and then other weeks there's not going to be. So you might go for 2 or 3 weeks with no trades. You might go for 4 weeks with no trades. That's just the nature of the beast, right? But then suddenly in the next 4 weeks you might have a really active month from there. Does that make sense from there? So anyway, traders, have an amazing weekend, and I'll speak to you real soon. Hey traders, I want to give you free access to my Mastering the Markets trading course. If you go to johnsfreegift.com, here's what you're going to learn in there. You're going to learn the #1 chart reading and trading technique that's been working since the 1950s. You're going to learn the trading boundaries technique that shows you the best and worst time to place a trade. You're going to learn also about price and time phases so you can understand what's going on right now and also what's to come as well too. My number one powerful short-term income trading system that gets a 90% success rate, the most powerful trading techniques on the planet, the biggest trading mistakes that's stopping you from making an income. You're going to learn all about the super trader formula, plus the 3 secrets to making a full-time income from trading. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Go there right now. Get free access to this trading course. Go get the help. It's 100% free. Go there right now. Go to johnsfreegift.com right now.